This is Golden Promise. Today, I'm going to talk about top 7 recommendations for stress-free teaching. I have been teaching more than 10 years, and I just want to be honest with you. Every day, I'm still looking for some way to help me reduce my stress. So now when I reflect, there are several ways help me to reduce my stress during these teaching years. So now I'm going to share with you. First, find your identity. This is very important because you want to know who you are other than a teacher. Why? Because if you only think your identity as a teacher, when this identity get crushed, you will feel so much stress and you feel your life is being destroyed. So it's important to find identity other than a teacher. It could be a mother, could be a daughter, could be like some teacher have some other side job. Some teacher can be a painter, or some teacher like me. Other than teaching, I also work on TPT Store. So I'm an entrepreneur, and I also write children's stories. So I'm a writer. But for me, I think personally, I'm also a Christian. I think that's very important to me, and also it affects my teaching because I know my identity is rooted in my faith. So that's the most important things, and it's my roots. So I want you to find your identity other than a teacher. Also, next, I want you to know why you teach. What's your original passion? What's your original enthusiasm? You may remember when you were students at school, when you learn how to teach, you are so passionate. I remember when I was in school, I tried different ideas, write a long lesson plan and reflection, and talk to my co-teacher. So that's the love I have. So I want you to keep that love when you start to teach, because when you teach, you will feel the reality is different than what you learn at school. So if you can hold your original passion for teaching, that will help you teach in a long run. Next, and how you teach. So you want to teach in a more interesting way, or you want to teach in a boring way? You want to teach more hands-on activity, or you want to teach more text-based, paper-based, or workbook-based? Different way can create different stress, but if you think you like the way you teach, just stay with it. It will help you reduce your stress. Like for example, for me, I'm more activity-based, hands-on projects. Like fun things. I feel like when I bring joy to my students, I also bring joy to my teaching. Okay, let's move on to the second one. The second one is lower your expectations. So that's very important, especially for new teacher. For new teacher, I remember I want everything to be perfect, but that's not the truth. The truth is nothing will be perfect, because every day, every minute there's something that will come out. Maybe it's a surprise, maybe some students misbehave, or maybe sometimes they change your teaching period. A lot of things can be changed, so you need to expect things will happen, and you should be more flexible. So next, I want to say, it's okay when kids don't listen to you. So I remember when I first teach high school, some kids don't listen to me. I take personal, but later I realized the kids who don't listen to me, they don't listen to their parents, they don't listen to their other teacher. So it's not just me, and the kids itself have some issues and a problem. So when some students or kids don't listen to you, just say it's okay. You move on and you focus on the students who are listening to you, who want to do well. Next, it's okay when some parents are not nice. Sometimes parents will be more aggressive when it talk about their kids' strengths and weakness. They will be very argumentative when you don't agree with them with certain things. It's okay. Just tell yourself they got upset because certain things didn't go as the way they wanted, or their kids didn't meet their expectation, so they got upset. But it's not about you, it's about their kids, and they just want to fight for their kids' right, or they just want to prove the kids are smart, or the kids are good kids. So also, I want to let you know it's okay when some coworkers are not very helpful. So think about that way. Teaching is very stressful, so your coworker pretty much have a lot of stress too. So you should not expect them to offer you help constantly, or also to expect them to help you right away. Sometimes they may not help you this time, but still keep good relationship with them, and they may help you later, so you don't burn the bridge when they don't help you. Just think about from their perspective. They have a lot of stress going on. You don't know what kind of classroom they have. Like for instance, like I have coworker, they have 5 prep, and each class is a large size class. Every day she has so much stress dealing with difficulty from parents, from students, and preparation. So it's hard for her to offer help to other teacher because she is the person who really need help. So I want you to know, like when someone don't help, don't be upset. Maybe think how you can help the other teacher who got a lot of stress in their teaching. Next, number 3, have a good relationship with your support group. That's very important because your support group is the part where you can go to share and talk and be real, be honest. So there are the 3 support group I think you should keep good relationship with them. First, your friends in school or your friends out of school. They are the friends who will give you support whenever you ask for. Also, your family, your spouse, your parents, even your kids can give you support. Sometimes, when I had a tough day, I will talk to my husband. My husband will tell me from his perspective, or sometimes, when I go to my kids, just look at them, just make me feel good. And also your coworkers, because your coworkers is a person who can really understand your stress because they are under the same situation. So you want to have good relationship with them. For instance, sometimes I got an email from parents who complain about something, and I don't know how to deal with that. And then I will talk to my coworker who have more experience, so they will tell me several strategies to reply the email. That's very helpful for me because I remember when I was new teacher, sometimes parents know that they will also take advantage of you being a new teacher. That's why you need to ask suggestion from some other teachers who have been teaching for a long time, so they can tell you several strategies to work with parents. Number 4, get enough sleep. That's very important. Like there are several things I do to help me get enough sleep. For instance, like I will be ready 30 minutes before bed, and don't use your phone, don't use your computer device. You want to have some peace and calm time. Next, you want to plan for at least 7 or 8 hours so you can have energy for tomorrow. Because we all know teaching is not just the brain. Teaching also require a lot of labor, your physical energy, physical strength. So it requires both physically, emotionally strength. Number 3, exercise or meditation before bedtime can help you fall asleep very quickly. Next is number 5, get daily exercises. It sounds very simple, but it's very hard for teachers to keep doing every day. There are some way you can do with your coworker. Like, for instance, this year my coworker asked me, "Hey, do you want to walk during our lunchtime?" I say, "Oh, that's a good idea. So why not, take a break, walk with your coworker during lunchtime?" Or you can just work by yourself during lunchtime. Maybe go to your school's field, go to the gym to take advantage of whatever equipment you can get at school. Or number two, you need to keep your workout short and simple. So like 5 minutes, yoga or 5 minutes walk. When you keep simple and short, it's more easily to keep doing every day. Number three, be creative in how you exercise. For example, like after I have two kids, things get busy. So how I do my exercises? I play with my kids. I chase them in the backyard. I chase them in the house. Or sometimes we will play seek and hide and get myself move. If you have cats or dog, you can work with your dog. You can play with your cats. You can just think about a way to get yourself move. Next, number six, you should learn to say no. And it's okay to say no. There are several strategies I want to teach you how to say no. Number one, you reserve your time after school for yourself and your family. For example, like I book some doctor appointment for my kids, or sometimes I plan something with friends or play dates or some doctor appointment for me. So then when your boss or your administration asks you to do something after school, you can just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I already made an appointment for my family." That's a very reasonable reason because it's a time belongs to you. You can use whatever you want, and they will feel bad if they ask you to cancel. Number two, don't check your school email over the weekend or after school hours. That's something I keep doing. I feel it's very helpful for me. Of course, the first 2 years, it will be a little bit hard, but after you have teaching for a while, I start to have a very clear boundary about my working hours and my personal time and family time. So sometimes even like I accidentally go to my email, I saw there's like 4 or 5 email. I tell myself I'm not going to click, I'm not going to look, I'm going to wait until Monday morning. In that way, you can have a really quality time for yourself and your family and do good self-care, which is very important. You only take care of yourself, then you can take care of the kids at your school. Number three, you can ask a compensation or other benefit if administration asks you to do extra work. For instance, when my director asked me to do some extra work for curriculum, so I asked, like, is that possible to get some compensated according to school policy? Because our school do have policy, if you're going to do curriculum writing, they are going to pay you. Or you can ask another benefit rather than compensation. For instance, sometimes you can ask, "Oh, can you give me the other person to work with? It's not just on me. Can I have a coworker who can work with me to the same project?" Or you can ask, "Oh, I have a duty in sixth period. Can you free me from my duty?" As a high school teacher, you have duties. Or you can ask, like, I have a 3 prep this year. Is that possible, to reduce my prep so I can have time to do other project you want? So think about, is there any other condition you can add on when you want to say yes? Number seven, don't compare yourself with other teachers. I know it's really hard for new teachers. You always feel you lack of confidence or feel insecure when you compare with other senior teacher. So I want to tell you, please don't compare other teachers because it's not fair to compare yourself with other teacher who is more experienced. So you can compare with who you were yesterday. You can compare yourself who you were last year. As long as you're making progress, as long as you improve yourself, that's what you want. So you improve yourself by continue to learn and to try new things. And then you see how it works, how it didn't work, and then you can keep notes and keep a journaling. Then you learn from your mistake and then you become a better teacher. That's all. I hope this 7 recommendation is very helpful for you. If you like some hands-on, no prep teaching material, please visit my store Golden Promise, and you can see the link below. Thank you for your support. If you like my stress-free teaching and learning channel, please subscribe. Thank you.